Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's fantastic Naya Dino action featuring part of last night's feature, Kinjalli's Sunwing, that amazing dinosaur that helps or makes the opponent's creatures come into play. Tap certainly was very key last night. Had to continue with it tonight at least, but I can certainly see myself using it going forward. Probably quite a bit, I would imagine. Just actually made I guess a late supper, somewhat. Just some plain noodles, salt, some shredded cheese. So if you wonder why I'm going off that way, that's why. And of course I always got my coffee with the fantastic Rise and Shine Dino mug. Yeah, not a whole lot has changed. Vivien, Champion of the Wilds, in place of Domri, Anarch of Bolas. So Vivien here allows us to cast our creature spells as though they had flash. Could be kind of nice. Getting some creatures, excuse me, in at the end of the opponent's turn. Possibly forcing them to use a counter spell at that point, and we might be able to play something easier or safer the following turn. Have them burn the counter spell on whatever, potentially, but the +1 until end of turn, one creature gains vigilance and reach. So that reach is going to help with the mono blue spirits if we do face it tonight, but vigilance as well. Very good. And she just digs. Look at the top 3 cards. Exile 1. As long as it's a creature, we may cast it. And we may cast it with flash if we have Vivien out. Alright. I say we pretty much just jump into things sideboard-wise. Nothing too crazy. Back to nature to get rid of all those pesky enchantments. Anger of the Gods as well. Clothis, God of Destiny. A little bit of Graveyard Hate, even though we don't really need it. And also Scavenger Ground. So I guess more Graveyard Hate than last night, that's for sure. Even though we did bring the pain to Greasefang with Kinjalli Sunwing there. Blast Zones, if we need to blow up Rakdos Sacrifice. Inscription of Abundance, I'm just basically bringing this in for some instant speed interaction. We get some life gain, some counters, but it's probably the least. Well, we'll see. I might switch it up for something, but definitely some amount of interaction is usually always a good thing. And there is Commune with Dinosaurs back in tonight, so with these utility lands, we're definitely going to have an increased chance of seeing those things. All right, let's do it. Hope for the best. Hope for an even better night than last night. Jetwing. The sun is setting on Jetwing, and we're just going to Sunwing. I guess that's an airline company, yeah. Hopefully you're all doing good tonight, whenever it is you are watching, afternoon, morning. You may be mostly all asleep at the time I record this. Probably the case for a lot of people. That's all right. Hello, if you're joining me afterwards. And it's an interesting hand. I don't think I can risk it. If I had 3 lands, maybe something that would for sure get me Kinjalli's down. But just Marauding, this could be something very painful. And if they kill Marauding, no more lands. Oh, much better there. Big time. I'll send Carnage Tyrant to the bomb just to be safe. Cut the most expensive thing. Commune with Dinosaurs turn 1. We're going to hopefully grab a Source of White. Something, at least, that's going to allow for Kinjalli's Sunwing. Either a Plains or Secluded Courtyard. Yikes. Well, we dug 5 cards closer to something that's going to help Sunwing there. Thoughtseize ripping Aju. Okay, I can add you. Just on YouTube, you mean? Nuts. Good stuff, good stuff. That's why you bring a single plains in. Just in a pinch if you're really desperate for that source. I mean, Blood Tithe could take out Topiary. It's not really that bad. We got our benefit from Topiary Stomper, grabbing that land quite nicely. Now I just hope Kinjalli survives at least a little bit. Doesn't look like that may be the case. That's alright. I mean, it doesn't do a whole lot with the Graveyard Trespasser being tapped. We would have flown over all these things anyways if we do attack with Sunwing. Blood Tithe could take it out, which I feel like that might happen. I'm going to swing in with it. Oh, they still haven't done so. Okay. Well, we'll try for Marauding. They don't have any black mana up, so they can't use a Fatal Push, which I think is quite fortunate. I would imagine Blood Tithe takes out somebody. Probably Marauding Raptor. That's my bet. All we need is a creature or body. We have enough lands at this point, but it always happens a couple times throughout the night, usually. Get a sticky situation like this. Ooh, well, it's not a creature. Oh, there we go. We can't play Regisaur Alpha, unfortunately, so we're just going to cross our fingers they don't have a Thoughtseize. Too bad Jetmir's Garden was a cycle of 3. We would have had just enough to play that Regisaur Alpha. I could see maybe Liliana of the Veil coming down next turn, if they draw it. Alright. But the Graveyard Glutton itself is very painful. Exiling things, sometimes making us lose life. Ooh, ouch. A total of 6 there. That's probably going to be lights out for our chance. Oh, well, we'll try and see what happens with this one. The Regisaur hopefully is going to block the Glutton, the token to block Bone Crusher, so all is not lost yet. Ramblin' Rose, how's it going? Just eating a late supper. Plain noodles. Nothing too fancy. Can we do something, anything? I'm going to go Regisaur. Actually, no. They're going to make another goblin when Den of the Bugbear is made. So they'll have 3 bodies. One little goblin is going to sneak past, unfortunately. But Anger of the Gods definitely seems like the thing. But yeah, happy to have you again, Ramblin' Rose. Hopefully all is well. I'm going to trim the three Huntmasters. Make space for Anger here. Being the deck it is, Rakdos, lots of things. Well, take out most stuff, but especially something that is cheap, like Huntmaster, 2 toughness. We saw Bone Crusher Giant, which unfortunately does that 2 damage. Ooh, that's a keeper. Trainer James, how's it going? How's it going? Yes, I could see that. I think you might have suggested it to me in the past. I haven't really tried it a whole lot, but I'm wondering about it. I think maybe I'll try it again tomorrow night, perhaps. Been looking for something that would just be very fantastic. I think it's got to be Carnage Tyrant. Maintain all the lands, and Topiary, and Anger of the Gods. I definitely have to try Shaper Sanctuary a little bit more. On my side, everything is going quite well, I would say. The next one, little one, is almost going to be born, probably in a couple weeks now, which is pretty exciting. I'll still, of course, keep doing this. I love it. Love connecting with you guys. And I love taking out Liliana of the Veil here with a hasty shifting. That is always a satisfying thing. Oh. Hopefully shifting survives at least one cycle and we get a swing off with it. It's always painful when you don't get any damage on the opponent, but Liliana of the Veil, Liliana of the fail. Our chances are failing here. Ramen and yeah, well, it was not exactly ramen. I don't think I would quite go that far. It's about as basic can get. Plain noodles, butter, salt, and shredded cheddar cheese. Watch and chill, good stuff, good stuff. Yes, be safe everyone, absolutely. Well, Carnage Tyrant, we're going to take out that Shield Dread and then replay this second copy. Ooh, and Marauding too. We still take out Liliana, which is quite nice. And we hope they don't have a third Liliana of the Veil. Oh yes. Actually, maybe I'll show you guys. Very quick. Let me see if this works. Boom. Okay. Yeah. Nothing too fancy. Nice. Made it in about like 10-15 minutes. I boiled water, then put that in the pot, and I got to resize myself. Oh, gotta get back to things. They're probably wondering why I'm roping them. It's not a nice thing to do. Okay. Hopefully this works out. I don't imagine Kalatis would want to block. Oh, the king, yes. Any type of stuff like that. I don't think I need to play Marauding Raptor. Chances are they have something that could kill it. So they'd kill it, they'd get a token. Just going to leave Marauding in hand for now. Okay. Marauding plus Topiary. I like that. Yes, hopefully everyone has a good night. Although some of you watching, I think it's during the daytime, all over the world, here and there, which is pretty cool. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense if the goblin blocked, but it would be nice. I think we have enough creatures. If they drop Liliana of the Veil, we should be able to sacrifice something else. I wouldn't see them being able to take out Topiary and Marauding and then play Liliana, forcing us to sacrifice, excuse me, the Carnage Tyrant there. Ooh, okay. One down. Kalatis I don't expect would attack with Topiary Stomper there. Now the question is, swing with Carnage Tyrant. Kalatis does have to block. You know what? Let's do that. If they want to take out Carnage Tyrant, which I expect they may want to do, we take out Kalatis. Boom. I'll take out definitely the goblin and that. Leave him with just the zombie. That's still good, I say. And hope they don't have a backup copy. 2:45 a.m. Oh, that is... Yeah. Wow, that is early. Well, definitely. Hopefully you have good sleep. Where's that Anger of the Gods when you need it? It's something, you know. I'm still going to keep attacking with these. Keep up that pressure. Maybe they want to take one out. Oh. Well, I know I'm definitely taking out Reflection and that stuff. That feels alright. If you can take out Reflection of Kikijiki ASAP, hopefully before it's able to start tapping and making painful copies of stuff. Escaping Croaksa this turn, I think. Not. That's pretty good. We're not quite dead. We might not quite be able to kill him, unfortunately. I'll definitely take out this little token. I want to preserve Kinjalli. So, Sunwing. Well, well, well. 4, 8. Got to hold off on Shifting Ceratops. 3. Okay. Here goes nothing. Maybe a good chance they can take out Kinjalli's or Shifting Ceratops, and then we'd definitely be done for. Painful. Forcing us to block with Shifting, take out this Graveyard Glutton. Maybe they have a fatal push for Kinjalli's Sunwing, unfortunately. Okay, not too bad. It is tapped. Taking us down to... Ooh, 3. Yikes. Yeah, we're not winning that one. When you draw too many lands, well, that's not helping anybody, unfortunately. That's all right. Can't win them all. You'll never win them all, that's for sure. That's all but guaranteed. Death, taxes, and losing some. And losing streaks. Maybe not so much winning streaks, but... well... as long as you love what you're playing, that's the best place to start from. Now the Rakdos. Is this Rakdos night? Again, Rakdos night. We should be accelerated quite nicely. We've got Topiary Stomper. We'll be at 5 lands on turn 4. Ooh, this mono red indestructible land, cleansing wildfire, super ramp, whatever you want to call it. I haven't decided what it should be named. But we got Fires of Invention coming down, cheating out up to... Turn 3 Fires of Invention probably is gonna do it. Yeah. That's not a pretty sight. I'll see what Commune gets. Might change up our game plan. Topiary Stomper instead. We can go double Topiaries next turn. Possibly could have gone that first one, but I want to attack with Regisaur Alpha next turn. We'll be attacking with both those Topiaries anyways. Cavalier, Regisaur is done for. If they hadn't taken out Regisaur, we might have gotten a chance, but when you play 2 big heavy hitters like that for free and you still have tons of mana to just swing. Not exactly a good game, but nothing you can do, really. Didn't matter if we went first, we went second, that painful stuff would have happened. So, back to nature it is. Big time. Other than that, there's nothing really small about this deck, so Anger of the Gods is not going to be helping us out. Those were very big and scary creatures there. Yikes, yikes. I think we'll mulligan pretty aggressively for Back to Nature, but they had the nut draw, so no, that's all right. That's all right. We got Vivien. Reach could block the Tear of the Peaks if Vivien is still sticking around, of course. If we had Kinjalli Sunwing out, though, you can see how Tear of the Peaks and Cavalier Flame would have entered the battlefield tapped. Boom. We wouldn't have had to take all that damage. Hopefully we would have had, you know, some other creatures around. Might have been able to do lethal, possibly. But you can see slowing them down turn, that might be just enough to get the job done. So we're definitely keeping Kinjalli's in. Got to make a little bit of room, though, somewhere. Vivien, I think it's got to be Fierce Empath. One Commune. Keep it like that. I was thinking maybe Clothis, but that's not going to do a whole lot for us. Ooh. Well, we'll see. I mean, it's no Back to Nature. We really needed that, but I wasn't going to mulligan a hand that does look to be as fantastic as this. Cleansing Wildfire. Oh, we've never seen that before. My. Fires of Invention. Wow. Ooh. Ooh. Exciting stuff. We can't kill him next turn, but we will be able to play Ghalta, which is very, very nice, I hope. Crossing my fingers. Well, they have to kill us this turn. I don't expect they can do it. They're already down pretty low to 7. We might be able to get her done. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, absolutely. I love peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Yes. Yes, definitely. Okay, one Cavalier. Maybe we're not dead. Not quite. Well, we just have to have a hasty Shifting Ceratops. Ask and you shall receive. Okay. Ooh, my goodness. Creamy. I like crunchy. I think most people like creamy, whipped, smooth, whatever it is. But probably crunchy peanut butter. Lightly toasted. Nice golden brown. You got to keep an eye on it. Have patience, and it's going to turn out quite well. I guess a toasted peanut butter sandwich, that's what it would be. Or just a regular. Bananas, of course, is fantastic. Robber, interesting. At least they didn't get the turn 2 Cleansing Wildfire. So that is quite positive for our chances. They don't get turn 3 Fires of Invention. I like that. Big time. And it's nice seeing Kinjalli Sunwing finally. I think we'll go Shifting Ceratops. Won't attack with Marauding Raptor, of course. But if they all stick around, we get Ghalta again next turn. Kinjalli Sunwing for 2. Ghalta for 2. I was thinking Topiary Stomper, but we don't, at the moment, have 4 sources of green. Topiary for 2 green. Ghalta for 2 green. Shifting Ceratops is... well, it's saying goodbye. At least we stopped the attacks from Robber and the Goblin. Roblin. Almost get to Ghalta. Yeah, Topiary. Ramp us instead. Oh. No, we don't. Okay. I thought for a second I could play that Plains. I already played my land for the turn. Okay. Now, I'll preserve Marauding Raptor. Might need it as a blocker for the big creatures that they barf this turn with Fires of Invention. That's not too bad, actually. It's not really bad at all. Hopefully whatever they have in hand is not that great. And it is nice. Reflection of Kiki Jiki did come into play tapped. Oh, another Chandra to take out Sunwing. Interesting. Oh, and we got back to nature, folks. We got it. Kinjalli's for 2. Ghalta for 2. Back to nature for 2. This is a lovely turn of events right here. I'm just going to swing for her. I don't want them playing extra stuff. Yeah, I imagine they'd combine to block for sure. Alright, we take out fires. We take out reflection. This is good. Yes. Oh my. Oh, whew. I was worried. Game 1. But that back to nature came in clutch. I definitely think 3 is maybe the sweet spot. I don't think 2 is enough. When you need it in a pinch against a deck like this. Seeing it a little bit more often. Wow. Whoa. That's like the match of the night, I would think. And we're just 2 matches in. Who knows what's going to happen? It's going to be pretty hard to top that. And it was interesting seeing him take out Kinjalli Sunwing. It is a threat to quite a few decks. Exactly this deck, like I was mentioning in my sort of Kinjalli Sunwing deck tech there. It's doing the trick. Okay. I'm going to give it a go. We got Topiary Stomper at least. Pretty good chance to, like I was about to say, see something for 2. We've got 12 things that cost 2. So it's a very good chance. Our first draw or our second draw. If I didn't have a turn 3 play, I probably would have mulliganed that at least once. Now we just got to cross our fingers and cross our claws. Yes, it comes in hot. Oh my goodness. Against the mirror, Huntmaster's probably dead. Hopefully not. If it's not shifting next turn, never mind. Okay, well, we're drawing a card. Okay, that's exciting. Hold on a second. I like that. Again, Topiary. That other stuff was coming in hot. Topiary grabbing us. That single plains. We've got Kinjalli Sunwing in hand. We're set to be able to play it. And getting the plains, it doesn't hurt consistency. We've got Stomping and Rootbound for red or green, a forest. Most times we would only need 2 sources of red in a turn. I don't play any dinos at the moment that require 2 sources in their casting cost. We'll see if this draws out a counter spell. I want to see. So it seems they may not have one. This could be good. They may not have a counter spell, and they may not have Fatal Push. So it's looking pretty positive, I would say. Alright, we're still left with the token, which is pretty darn nice. Regisaur Alpha, we could have had the hasty shifting, but, well, they don't have... They're tapped out, so we can safely go Regisaur. It made at least the most sense. Liliana, not bad whatsoever. We sacrifice one of the tokens, which is... No, that's alright by me. Definitely Regisaur Alpha. Oh. I don't see him doing anything for 1. I hope not. Fading Hope or something. Oh, look at that. If you thought that was coming in hot, that's even hotter than the previous time. My. Whew. We saw the Ghalta, the queen, at the right moment. Having tons of bodies. It's working out. Even though the land count, okay, it's very crazy. 20 lands. That's nuts. I know. But I like it. It is working out. 20 lands because Commune with Dinosaurs digs for likely that other land that we need. Thunderherd gets us another land, Topiary. So it still is feeling consistent. Yes, stomp with style, absolutely, you said it. Now, what to bring in is the question. I think we pretty much keep it the same. Nothing enchantment-wise. Jetmir control usually doesn't do that. Just painful removal and counter spells. I could see cutting Huntmaster. Bring in the blast zones. Something a little more stable. Ramp. It's not cost reduction, so it's not as good, but just the blast zones that take out Liliana. Maybe a bunch of stuff that has a mana value of 3. Graveyard Trespasser plus Liliana. We'll see. We'll see. Bring back Huntmaster in. If it goes to game 3, keep up the chance for maximum aggression. Super duper maximum aggression. But I gotta eat more of my noodles. I'm forgetting about them, man. They're sitting right beside me. They're getting cold. Well, this hand was iffy. I will agree. I felt like taking a risk, though. Okay, I'm going to eat my noodles. Censor, Jawari Disruption, Ether Gust. Hopefully they didn't get anything too nasty there. Topiary Stomper, Marauding Raptor. Huh. Very interesting indeed. Well, hopefully this Marauding sticks around. We can't go Carnage Tyrant next turn anyways, but... Well, it would be nice to go Shifting Ceratops. Hopefully we draw that. Maybe they foretold a saw it coming to counter a spell for 1 and a blue. We shall see. Okay. I'm liking this. I'm not attacking with Marauding. Hopefully it survives. Open up the chance for Ghalta next turn. They stole our forest. Wannabe dinos. Sultai dinos, I guess. Technically. Blue, black, and green. Now. I think they might have Fatal Push. Ah, I see. At least we keep getting lands. That's always nice. And we got a creature. It's not nothing, for sure. Grab another Carnage Tyrant. And again, I think I mentioned it last night. Fierce Empath, just grabbing Carnage Tyrant in Ghalta is good. But you can imagine having 1 copy of some Silver Bullet. Something that costs 6. That would help us out in whatever matchup. But it is really interesting, this Siphon of Insight. Siphon Insight. Stealing stuff? I've never actually played against it, that I can recall in all these years. Oh, they keep grabbing our lands. That's not nice. Oh, we got to 5 at least, I hope. Well, they don't have a source of blue, so yeah, we got Topiary Stomper. As long as we see that 6th land next turn, we might be sitting pretty. Alright, good. Something that can't be countered. Still not that 6th land, but having 2 Carnage Tyrant does feel pretty sweet. I think we might have a pretty good chance here. Alright, they have nothing at instant speed, at least I think, that can take out Shifting Ceratops. So that is very positive for our chances here. Ghalta comes down next turn if they don't kill anybody. They can see it. It's about to happen. Oh boy, that would be nice. I'll still probably play it safe and go Carnage Tyrant instead. Well, if both of these are still around. Thunderherd Migration, interesting. They're just grabbing all lands from the top of our library. Pretty much. Oh, well, we didn't get the extra land, but we got a thing that is going to get us that land. Yep, I could have done something else, but play it safe. Try for the Ghalta. Draw out a counter spell. Alright. I love it. They know whatever they do, they sweep us. Carnage Tyrant follows, another Carnage Tyrant after that. I think they got to be sweating at least a little bit. It's kind of cool. You see the pain and power You know they're quaking. Maybe they try to sweep us here with Extinction Event. We still have Topiary Stomper. We could attack with Topiary Stomper next turn if we draw a 7th land. We do not. Well, we do cast this. They basically have to have an Extinction Event every single turn or board wipe that doesn't sweep stuff. Man, that animation never gets old. Could listen to it all day. Maybe I could do some sort of video with it. It roars, goes back and forth, and just, oh. Imposing, that's for sure. Coffee's getting cold. It's been a while since I've had anything other than coffee while I do this. Ooh. Let's try for another one. See what happens. Vivien. I like that. Vigilance and reach on Carnage Tyrant? Yeah, let's do it. Not that it matters a whole lot, but being able to play our creatures as if they had flash does feel like it could be nice. Not completely applicable against this deck, but it might be nice at the end of their turn like I was mentioning. Sneak something in, draw out whatever it is. Flashy Carnage Tyrant. If it wasn't scary enough, it just got a whole lot scarier. Hall of the Storm Giants is kind of nasty though. That's going to be a thorn in our side. We will be able to trade with it. Carnage Tyrant is 7 power. Hall of the Storm Giants is a 7/7. Also good. Nuts. Man, they're getting fortunate. We're wondering about taking Vivien out. Okay. We have something with haste we can, I guess, not attack. That's alright. Hall of the Storm Giants does not have trample, so Regisaur Alpha could block it. But we're just going to give this token Vigilance. Do some damage. He's not tapped. We'll use the token to block Hall of the Storm Giants if the token is still around, of course. A good old meat hook does the trick. They can't make Hall of the Storm Giants a creature, but oh, we can just take out Hall of the Storm Giants with Boseiju. That's what I'm doing. Yes, please. Another Topiary Stomper. We'll get to 7 lands. Would have been nice to get there with playing it this turn, but we'll save Boseiju. If and when they make Hall of the Storm Giants a creature, while the thing is on the stack, we get rid of it. They can't counter Boseiju. It's a discard effect. It's not an actual spell, so it should go off quite safely, I would say. That's okay. Do it. Yes. Make them waste that mana. They get one in as a replacement, but we don't have to worry about that thing ever again. Oh, I love it. Good old Carnage T is what it has to be. Dig for something else? No. Well, we can't play it. A land would have been good, but remember, we dug past 3 lands that we don't really need at the moment. Oh, shifting too. Yes. Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. 2 back-to-back fantastic matches. Stomping in absolute style. That was that was satisfying. Holding off on Boseiju, waiting until they did it. Man, that was good. Not having to pay the ward 3. We wouldn't have been able to cast Boseiju. It would have just fizzled. So just before it became a creature, we did what we had to do. That was very satisfying, yes. Almost as satisfying as my plain buttered, salted, with shredded cheese on top fettuccine noodles. No sauce, nothing. I guess my humor's dry. My noodles are dry, bland. But something about simplicity is also pretty good. Every once in a while. They've had 2 mulligans. Noodles and butter. It's not super expensive. It's easy to make. It's filling. Nothing much more you can ask for, I'd say. The second Rakdos of the night. Very interesting. Some nights I don't face Rakdos at all, and then, well, times like this happen. Not that source of weight for Kinjalli. It's one thing maybe I could tweak, just to be able to cast it in rare instances like this. Would have been good. Bone Crusher would have been tapped. That would have been nice. Not that it would have done a whole lot. Shifting couldn't have attacked. This is Liliana. This might do it for us. Well, we'll try for Huntmaster. Hope it survives. A fatal push, another stomp. Would be good. Secluded Courtyard is my land of choice to slightly better unclaimed territory. Maybe I'll use all 4 secluded courtyards. I think it's 3 at the moment. Maybe unclaimed territory as well. Basically all dinos, so still going to be very consistent. Of course, I'll send 1 queen to the bottom. Or discard it, I should say. Whew, I like this. We'll take the ping, even though we go down to 10. Oh, it does work with shifting, absolutely. Shifting again, hasty. Takes out this thing. Very nice. Whether we live this game is another question, of course. Yeah. Take at least 4 from this Bone Crusher. Crushing our dreams. Yeah, that's not great. It had to happen at some point. Whether or not I had all unclaimed territories and secluded courtyards to help play Kinjalli Sunwing. You play one thing long enough, like I say, you're going to see some pretty interesting fringe scenarios. Another stomp to finish us off. Yeah, they will take us down to 1. Yeah, there's no saving us. When Graveyard Trespasser attacks next turn, it would automatically deal that final 1, and chances are we wouldn't have had 2 bodies anyway to block them, but Anger of the Gods, very good. Oh, I am very much looking forward to seeing Shadows over Innistrad, Eldritch Moon. That's going to be good, and Explorer Anthology 2. I don't know exactly when those things are going to be released, but not a whole lot is probably going to slot into dinos, maybe nothing, but it's definitely going to change things up big time. That was a pretty impactful block right there, Innistrad especially. Some big heavy hitters. scary heavy hitters for sure. I'll cut the Huntmaster. Yeah. Tempting to keep him in, but against Rakdos, the stomps, the fatal pushes, like always, not a great chance that thing lives. Oh, Werewolf Tribal, yes. Oh, getting all that support. They're gonna definitely have enough support if they didn't already. That's gonna be certainly one of the better tribal decks, I would say. Beautiful. Thunderherd Migration. Always love it against a deck like this. Jetmir's Garden plus Topiary next turn. Get us to 5. Also nice if we don't have to use Jetmir's Garden. Don't have to make use of, you know, that extra mana it might have given us. Alright, this is looking good. Fierce Empath might grab us the queen. We go Regisaur, that, maybe not. It's okay. Again, we got to benefit from Topiary Stomper. We got the land. It is not a total loss whatsoever. Well, Regisaur, token, take her out again. And hope both those survive, but I imagine at least one thing is kicking the can. Choking on the bone. Yeah, Regisaur, unfortunately. Oh, Marauding now. That does change things quite a bit. Of course, we could go Fierce Empath, but we wouldn't be able to play Ghalta. Not a total problem. Actually, you know what? Let's just do it. Carnage Tyrant certainly would have been safer, but I'm going to take a risk. Hope they don't have anything discard related. If they did, we would have lost whatever we grabbed anyways. That's pretty good. Oh, double Ghalta. I like it. Always that stuff. Let's see what Vivien gets us. Might draw out aggression from Graveyard Trespasser. Now, we're going to go for the digging. Kinjalli's. I was hoping Regisaur Alpha, but oh no, we could have. I goofed. We could have played Regisaur. We had the cost reduction from Marauding. I should not have forgotten about that. That's alright though. Okay. Well, at least this Bone Crusher looks like it's going to be coming into play. Tapped. We can't block. We got to maintain Ghalta next turn. Big time. I'll save that land just in case they got a Thoughtseize. They're worried about stuff. They're worried it might be something good. It would be good if they took 2 for nothing. We're digging for removal for Ghalta. Cross our fingers they don't get it. Oh. But you saw a ton of Bone Crushers, a ton of Graveyard Trespassers, Anger of the Gods. Hopefully I see it in the opening hand. Deal 3, it's going to take out a lot of their stuff. The Blood Tithe Harvester is 2 toughness. I think it's going to be quite devastating. I can work with that. It's a little risky, for sure. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. If I didn't have 2 things for 2, I would not have done that. Oh, excuse me. Thunderherd's going goodbye, though. 100% it's Thunder. Maybe they have another Thoughtseize for Thunderherd. Huh. Okay. I will take it. Definitely. That's good. I can all but guarantee they could have killed Marauding with a spell. We would have still been down a land. We wouldn't have been ahead. Question is shifting. I'm going to see what Commune gets us. We'll go with Jetmirs. Well, grab another one. Maybe could have played Kinjalli Sunwing if I wanted to. Stomping Ground this turn, but a bunch of Jetmirs got to take a turn off at some point. They got to come into play tapped eventually. Oh, my. Had to happen at some point, seeing all 4 in a quick succession. I'm still going to go with that. I was thinking Regisaur Alpha. I imagine they have some removal. Regisaur might be nice for hastiness with Ghalta eventually. If they don't have too much removal, use it on shifting. Okay. Maybe it's good. Still probably not. Shieldred and Bone Crusher is never a fun time. At least we will have 2 bodies with Regisaur, though. That's the saving. No, that's going to be it. Sometimes nothing much you can do against Rakdos mid-range. We had Anger of the Gods potentially to get her done, but Shieldred is nasty. Absolutely. Devastatingly painful. All right. Rakdos again, let's see it. 5-6 times in a row, perhaps. We got to break our record at some point. Maybe not so much if Brothers War does switch things up. I don't think so. We're still going to be facing lots of Rakdos, lots of different artifact strategies, I would imagine, with the set being so focused on that. And that's way better. Wow. Okay. No lands to this. I was going to send the Force to the bottom, but I'll play it kind of risky. We got 3 lands, which is nice, but keeping 2 communes. 1 might have been enough. Either way, we might draw another Rakdos or Mono Black. Well. At least they have discarded a bunch, so that is quite exciting. They went down to 5 to start. Alright, Commune, get us something good. Good buddy. Topiary it is. Hopiary. Maybe that's what I should rename it. Topiary Stomper. Hoping we stomp our opponents every single game. Mono Black, no. Which is also not super great. At least we did get a replacement Marauding. And we cross our fingers there's no Fatal Push. Bloodchief's Thirst, that also good. We're at 5 or 4. We could potentially be at 5 next turn. If we wanted to play that Stomping Ground untapped, we would get Regisaur Alpha. Oh, but Anger of the Gods. Oh, okay. Well. I'm going to take that action. I kind of like taking that action. Yeah. Interesting. I figured that Gifted Aetherborn might trade with it. Digging for another land, definitely. Oh, look at this, folks. They can't kill Ghalta for 2. Boom. I love it. Let's get another Regisaur. Yes, that feels good. I don't think they're dealing 10 with 2 Gifted Aetherborns. At the very least, they can take out Ghalta. Oh. Alright, we took down Mono Black. I don't feel bad when a deck like that stumbles in the lands. We stumbled in the lands at least once tonight. But Anger of the Gods is going to be very nice taking out Gifted Aetherborn. We see Blood Chief's Thirst already. So we got to assume there's Fatal Push taking out easily things with a mana value of 2 or less. We're cutting Huntmaster. The 3 copies again for the 3 copies of Anger of the Gods we brought in. But other than that, Colossus, Indestructible, seems kind of nice. A little bit of ramp as well. If we exile or get rid of a land, there's not going to be a whole lot of that, but just something that's indestructible. Take out Vivien. Don't exactly need the reach. Maybe don't want the vigilance. Might want to block something. No. Gotta switch out stuff somewhere. Alright. Maybe could have cut some Commune with Dinosaurs. But again, being at a low land count, I want those in as much, as often as possible. Just to see that land if we need it in a pinch. Ooh. I'm going to risk it because we've won. It could pay off big time if we draw that second land. It's a very big risk though. Oh, here goes nothing. Cross your fingers, folks. This is not going to be a pretty sight. Okay. Technically, we drew the land. We can't use it because Jetmir's Garden has to come into play tap, but phew, kind of. Knight of the Ebon Legion is painful though. Almost makes me consider Blast Zone. So we get some body that can block that thing and take it out, because it gets nasty and pretty big most turns, but they do have to hold up enough mana to make it big. Which I think they're going to keep doing, it looks like. Oh. That is good. They were going to do something to someone. A new side of me. Yes. Yes, Paul, it is. Huh. Marauding for 2, Colossus for 2. Isn't a creature. Play it safe. In the face of all their removal, we're going to reveal Marauding Dong. all but certain they paused a bunch there. I figured something was going to happen. We got that fantastic, basically unconditional removal. Yes, Sunwing anti-aggro tech, big time. I think the thumbnail for tonight turned out quite nicely. Just big, bold letters. Sunwing. We all know it's a dino. Certainly looks like a dino, and it has done the trick, Paul. Absolutely. Very satisfying. Against what seems to be most decks, it helps out even just a little bit. Greasefang. Again, Greasefang is coming into play tapped. It cheats out a vehicle from the graveyard, but Greasefang can't crew it because it's tapped. That vehicle bounces back to their hand. Fires of Invention, which we beat. Cavalier Flames, all those big creatures enter tapped. They can't attack hastily. Also quite nice. I kind of feel like Regisaur Alpha. We want to use up all our available mana, for sure. Oh, very nice. Very nice. It has been satisfying. Hopefully both these things survive. It would be nice to get Colossus next turn, maybe Topiary plus Colossus almost would do it. That's the painful thing. Remove the small creature, do her -2, and we say goodbye. Not so nice, but we've been doing pretty good tonight. Is there anything we can do? That's the question. Knight of the Ebon Legion at the very least is going to probably be a 6/7. Carnage Tyrant could take it out. You know what? Let's do that. We'll block the Knight. I imagine they'll leave up stuff, or just play another copy of Liliana and make us sacrifice the thing. But we'll look to trade with the Knight this turn. If they attack with it, of course. Nope, you can't target it. It's got hexproof. Yeah, I'll take a peek. Maybe they're going to make us sacrifice it in the thing that makes you sacrifice stuff. Ah, interesting. Well, we draw out what we aimed to draw out. That happened that way. Oh, another one. That's not great for us. Alright, Commune, get us a land for the turn. Oh, Ghalta actually is pretty tempting. No, it's got to be a land. We're going to go Topiary plus Kinjallis. And hope they don't attack with Knight of the Ebon Legion. I'll probably block with Sunwing just to stop us dying. Oh, Topiary Stomper's getting stomped out, I think. Nuts. And they still have enough for Knight of the Ebon Legion, unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to do it, I would say. Yeah, can't win them all. Hopefully we see that early anger of the gods taking out Knight of the Ebon Legion. The Murderous Rider, whatchamacallit, Gifted Etherborn. Anger could be very devastating for them. And if they ever were thinking of bringing stuff back, well, that's not going to happen because it's not in the graveyard. Not a whole lot of reanimation, I think, with this mono black list. Could be a smidge. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Yeah, a valiant effort for sure, Victor. Oh, yep, 100%. I said, hopefully anger is good. We don't have a turn one play usually, so always nice for Jetmir's. Stomping Ground. Thoughtseize, well, hopefully we see another anger. I think they'll get rid of that for sure. It would have, but there's always a dang. Dang is right. That's calls for the crying dino. But that's okay. It's to be expected in a deck like this, all but guaranteed. We got 5 lands, which is quite nice. We will get to 6 for Carnage Tyrant. I'm going to do that. Take your comment, inspiration to heart, and grab the Carnage T. Also pretty good, but we're going Topiary. At the moment, we will get Carnage Tyrant down 1 turn sooner with that ramp. Commune with Dinosaurs at the very least should grab something to use. Again, hey, make a sacrifice, something we didn't exactly need, and we may not have gotten to attack or block with that anyways. Might not have gotten to 7. Kind of like Boseiju. Taking out Castle Locked, stopping them from possibly getting more card advantage. It's always nice. Let's play her safe, get another Carnage T, and we're off to the races. Getting down 2 Carnage Tyrants does feel pretty good. Stomping Ground, just in case we draw another land next turn and still can hold off on that Boseiju to take out the castle at some point. Like I said, there we go. Fierce Empath. I mean, no. We gotta hold Fierce Empath back to hopefully help Carnage Tyrant survive. Not survive. Nuts. Well, certainly, if they don't have another Liliana, they're sacrificing her. Yes. Cross your fingers there's not another copy coming down. Okay, that's alright. Oh, where's Anger? Let's go. Come on. Let's see it. Anger of the Gods, you can do it. Not quite. Alright, Carnage Tyrant it is. I'm going to save that Boseiju. Keep saving it. It's not like I need a 7th land. My goodness. That's not right. That's nonsense. I mean, technically we're not dead. Basically dead. Might as well play out everything. I have nothing to discard if Liliana did want to go +1. Yeah, can't win them all. They just got fortunate with that Thoughtseize. It's a fact of life, I guess. Turn 1 Thoughtseize. I mean, it's not fun. It's never fun. That will certainly do it. Graveyard Trespasser doing 2 damage when it attacks. They only have to connect with 1 body. Sadly. Eventually we got plenty of lands. I was hoping to get Ghalta next turn, maintaining enough power. If I blocked with Gifted Aetherborn Death Touch, we would have still lost Shifting Ceratops and or Kinjalli's Sunwing. Having nothing, and the Trespasser just potentially freely swinging through didn't feel too good. Yes. If it didn't have Death Touch, I mean, we'd be off to the races there. The Death Touch on the Gifted Aetherborn always is painful. Funny novelty account. No clue what they'll be on, but that is a pretty good hand, I must say. Oh, Karuga. Okay, so we got a Fires of Invention stuff. We've taken down one Fires of Invention deck tonight. The second match, I think it was. Mono red Fires of Invention. Hopefully the trend continues. We see that back to nature in game 2. Perhaps having removal for Marauding. Something that could deal damage to someone. On the off chance, we'll play her safe. Either way, if we played Marauding, we would have shown that it is a dinosaur deck. Whether it's Thunderherd revealing or, playing the thing. They don't have counter spells, so quite safe to do this. Leyline Binding, something interaction-wise definitely could have happened. One of those enchantments that exiles a creature temporarily until that enchantment leaves the battlefield also could have been up their sleeve. And we do have Boseiju. Very nice to see against this Fires of Invention deck. Possibly Boros Fires of Invention with the lands that we're looking at right here. That does seem to be the case. Gee, I wonder if I should hold up mana for Boseiju. Definitely. I may not get to 5 next turn for Regisaur, and I already have one. We'll go Shifting instead. Maybe if I didn't have a Regisaur Alpha, I would have grabbed it. If I didn't already have one. Look out. Play your land, play your fires. Let's go. Unfortunately, we can't, kill it in the air, kill it when it lands, and stop them from playing something else. We have to wait until they do that. Now we can kill it. Doesn't really matter either way, but we've taken it out. That is the main thing, and we hope they don't have another copy in hand. They have 4 copies. I'm pretty sure every Fires of Invention list has the full 4. Is the key card, the namesake of those decks. I'd be surprised if there wasn't 4. Marauding plus Shifting. I like that. Regisaur potentially next turn, plus the second Marauding for, again, a total of 5. Probably see some of that enchantment stuff coming down. Oh, they're getting aggressive. I'm going to not block and hope that we will have superior aggression the next turn. Hoping they don't have enchantments that could deal with Shifting here. Oh, this might be good. This might be. Some of those enchantments have flash. There could be Leyline Binding, of course, which is always very nasty. Or just something that deals 2 damage. Another Bone Crusher Giant with a Stomp to take out Regisaur Alpha, potentially. Hopefully not. They could have settled the wreckage, maybe. It is exactly lethal. Down in the Bugbear would have to become a creature to save themselves. Yeah. Ah, there it is. Touch the Spirit Realm. Enchantment-based stuff. But we're still looking okay. We got Regisaur Alpha to block Moonblessed Cleric, yes. They had to play a Cavalier of Flame straight up for maybe the first time in their lives. Probably not the first time in their lives, but that's... Oh! Wow. Wow, geez. Folks. Shifting for 3, Ghalta for 2. Let's just smoke them. That's what it's all about. Look at that disgusting damage. Ghalta alone is lethal. That's pretty cool. That's why I have 3 or 4 copies. You have 1 or 2, that's not going to happen nearly often enough. Excellent, absolutely. Adam, gross, yes, you said it. Whew, we took him down game 1, that always feels good. Back to Nature is back in. We've seen their love for Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, I'm thinking... Got Vivien. Clothis, yeah. And speaking of Clothis, Adam, I have been considering redeeming maybe another Mythic Rare Wildcard. I only have 1 copy of her. Kind of as a sort of replacement to Domri, Anarcho-Bolus, which I know is still very good, but there's the potential to ramp with this. It has the indestructible easily enough. We can turn on Clothis because quite a few of our creatures are at least 2 pips. Topiary, Shifting, Regisaur. Oh yes, I know it's fantastic. I really haven't used it a lot in the past, and I think I maybe should have. Definitely for tomorrow night, I would say I'll use at least that single copy. Maybe people usually use just 1 copy, but I could see myself jamming 2 of them. Still gotta cut somebody, somewhere though, before time runs out to Empath. Two Huntmasters. Just because we've seen the Bone Crusher. I was thinking Commune with Dinosaurs, but I still, again, if at all possible, want to leave Commune in. Keep that consistency up, because this is a very lean on the land. Wow. I don't know. Does this look like a pretty good hand to keep? We're going to have to evaluate this. Probably take about a minute and a half, run down the timer, because I just don't know if this would be good. What do you guys think? Back to Nature is all right. I guess we'll try it out. Hope for the best. I am joking, by the way. That is absolutely fantastic. Oh, wow. That's like the best of the best. Okay. Well. We can be very aggressive with this Back to Nature, knowing we have a back up in hand. This is beautiful. I know. The top deck for the turn 2 play. We got turn 3 Shifting now, hopefully. We've got 2 Back to Natures, which is going to decimate anything. Let's get back that Marauding. Not yet. Just to get rid of a Touch the Spirit. Oh, that top deck. Well, there you go. Doesn't do a whole lot for us, but we only have 1 copy of Clothis. Then we draw it on turn 3, when we wouldn't have had any other Turn 3 play. Now again, I could have saved the Clothis. May have been better. Elite Spellbinder. Well, he would have seen Back to Nature's. He can't get rid of both. Will he? Oh, chooses a Shifting. Interesting. That's what it's got to be. I love it. It is a very interesting game, to say the least. To probably never play another Fires unless they can do something about this Back to Nature with another Spellbinder. Hopefully they have a bunch of enchantments. And again, Clothis being an enchantment creature, indestructible, doesn't die. Hopefully we get to turn on Clothis soon enough. Next turn we'd be at 5. Shifting that turn after will get us to 7 devotion that we're looking for. Clothis, though, will exile stuff. Okay, if it's a land, we ramp. If it's something else, we gain 2 life. We have no land. So, Fire's Invention, if they somehow were ever able to cheat it out, is pretty nice. Gaining that bit of life. We take the sting off of that Elite Spellbinder. 3 damage each turn is pretty darn good. Regisaur it is. Probably just attack with the token. I want to preserve Marauding. Oh! Wow. I'm glad some of you guys were here to witness that pummeling. Just absolute destruction. Too much Dino Nuggets, yes. Yes, indeed. It just goes to show, you can have painful matches, and I've had painful moments tonight. Absolutely. But I think the big takeaway is even 20 lands still seems to be getting the job done, which is pretty crazy if any deck can go that low. Mono red, oftentimes, if there's just lots of stuff that costs 1 and 2, I think they even go below 20. If they're playing in best of 1, because there's hand smoothing shenanigans that go on, and they often enough get the 2 or 3 lands that they need. But otherwise, a deck like this, if it can make 20 lands work often enough, that's a pretty good point. Nobody would ever expect to do something like this with dinos, I imagine, such a low count. And of course it could be just getting more lucky, fortunate tonight. I don't think that's the case though. Yeah, it's a keeper. We got 2 lands. Double Thunderherd Migration. It is a little unfortunate we can't use Commune turn 1 to get that extra land, keep things going as much as possible. Another Kruga. Fires back to back. Hopefully we can pummel them again, but I don't think we'll get quite as lucky, unfortunately. This is probably enigmatic incarnation Karuga. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker, never would have guessed we'd see that. Alright, we can't go Regisaur. We do have Stomping Ground now, meaning we can go this, see what... I like Topiary Stomper instead. Take the ping with the land. They're not super crazy on the aggression side of things quite yet, so it does feel safe. You know, get to 5, maybe get to 6 next turn. Play it safe. We could have gone Thunderherd Migration as well, but having Topiary Stomper down, the potential to attack with it when we do get to 7 lands. Rise of Invention right now. Okay, well, Back to Nature is sorely missed. Definitely going to be Jetmir's, and, well, good old Regisaur. Next turn, we've got one Commune. That definitely could dig us Ghalta. Pretty good chance we'll see her. They have something they can do to Regisaur. It looks to be the case. Leyline Binding is my bet. Temporary lockdown again. That's not going to be much of a problem. Boom. Take it out. We get our fantastic stuff back. Let's see. Bomnath. That guy is amazing. Play your Fabled Passage. Oh. Somebody's getting owned right here. I'll have a potential 5 mana. The second land has come into play. Yeah, total of 5 there. Something's happening. Oh, just Kruger. Yeah, no, that makes sense. They played 2 spells for the turn with Fires of Invention there. Fires being the first one, Omnath the second. Well, we'll take one out. All right. Let's see the Queen. Okay. Well, we got a total of 6. We could go double Kinjalli's Sunwing, which, yeah, kind of nice. Actually, that is pretty nice. The token that Reflection makes, again, this is also something fantastic. If the token made by Reflection enters the battlefield tapped, it can attack. Literally shuts off anything Reflection of Kikijiku is planning to do. As long as they don't have 2 and they can make a bunch of copies of themselves, and then attack next turn when it comes back around to them. I'll search for Ghalta though. Oh, we got the Queen. Let's be mean. All right. That's it. Let's go. Now let's see. Omnath would block the token. Reflection would block Regisaur Alpha. Actually, wouldn't have to. Okay. Ghalta plus Kinjalli's. Wouldn't be enough. Otherwise, they still could kill us quite easily next turn, surprisingly, if we were tapped out. Could have gone down to 1 with Regisaur also hitting them. And with fires, nasty stuff happens quick. If they can't take out Kinjalli's, it doesn't matter who they copy. Kinjalli's has to go. They want to play Cavalier, doesn't matter. Okay, that's pretty good. Tap Karuga. Yeah. I like it. Well, Huntmaster, definitely. We have 4 left over to play this Regisaur Alpha. Is it enough to get the job done? Hard to say. They have 3 things that can block. we have 5 things that can attack. At the most, we would deal 8. I like it. I like our chances. Swinging for the fences. Yeah, just the fact that Kinjalli's turns off reflection if you can't kill it with some interaction. Boom. That's lovely. It's nice something early can be so threatening. I could use Leyline on Ghalta, but maybe things won't be so good. Now, can we save ourselves? Maybe not. Hard to say. All is not lost. We might not have to block with Huntmaster. We'd go pretty low if they swung with... Oh. That will do it. Yeah, Kenrith's the returned king. Definitely... Ouch. Does the trick. Well, we kind of got a wee bit close, but... well, we know what to bring in. We've got the hate against the deck. Yeah, pretty much back to nature. If we can cross our fingers and hope we have as fantastic a hand as we did the previous matchup against this deck, we'll be looking good. Oh, we're keeping that. Yep. I see 2 lands, I see back to nature. That's good. Hopefully we see the 3rd land for Topiary, but I'm not going to risk it being much worse than that. Ooh, okay, let's hope. Let's go. 3rd land. Oh, yes. Boom. Lovely. Get that plains for Kinjalli's. Phew. Oh man, that is always scary. Hopefully we can take him down without revealing we've got this back to nature up our sleeve. Leyline binding on Topiary, or maybe saving it for somebody, but definitely still. The second one, get us to 5 for Regisaur, maybe 6 for Carnage Tyrant next turn, which is going to be nasty against what seems to be mainly targeted answers with enchantments. That's a tough one. I would imagine Fires of Invention possibly could be coming down. No, we'll go Huntmaster and Sunwing. Huntmaster and Shifting, just in case they have Leyline binding. Draw it out. Have them slap it on the Shifting and still safely go Kinjalli's. If we didn't want to go back to nature, yeah, there it is. Binding for 1 white is nasty stuff. I had to play some creatures to draw it out, though. And hopefully Huntmaster still survives. But it's going to be pretty nasty next turn. Getting Shifting back for 2, plus taking out Fable and Fires. Maybe not. Ouch. Skyclave Apparition, well, that's pretty good. Still going to save that back to nature though. Absolutely. Fable of the Mirror Breaker, or Reflection of Kiki-Jiki can't tap. It does have Summoning Sickness, so that might help us out. Leyline Binding Regisaur again. Then we smoke him next turn back to nature, get another token because of the enter the battlefield effect. Swing with Shifting, everything has haste. Ooh, that guy. Fabled Passage coming down. Oh, okay, luckily it's not. I haven't seen many transmogrified decks, Victor. I see a lot of stuff like this, unfortunately. A decent amount. This is maybe the most popular deck at the moment. I think we gotta do what we gotta do. It's gotta be now or never. I like it. Get that Sunwing. We'll hold off on Boseiju just in case we need to, well, in case we need to use it to take out fires. Yeah, this has gained a lot of popularity, this deck. Not so much Rakdos, even though a couple nights ago it was many times in a row. Mono Blue Spirits, again, is probably once every other day. Once every 40 or 50 matches for me. They're drawing a bunch of cards they can't really play. Oh, they still could play it with Fabled Passage. We gotta keep that in mind. Looks like maybe they didn't get it. We do have plenty of blockers, though. On the off chance they could maybe deal 2 damage to Regisaur Alpha or something with a stomp. We'll do the safer block of the token there. But yeah, it could be Fires of Invention with this second land. To get 4 from Omnath's ability plus the treasure, that might not be a pretty sight. Oh. It is supremely good. Unfortunately, we had a nice little token to still do some aggression, and we're certainly holding off on Boseiju. I mean, it is tempting to go Huntmaster plus Carnage Tyrant, but we still could not attack with Carnage Tyrant if we did that. We gotta get this guy down, though, ASAP. Sadly, Cavalier is going to trade with Carnage Tyrant. If we attack with it, that is. Embercleave would be lovely. Another back to nature. Huh. Well. I'm going to hold off and see what they do. Cavalier Flames doesn't have tramples, so we never really have to worry about that. Huntmaster could chump block it if they really want it to be aggressive. Bone Crusher doesn't have trample. I don't expect they'll attack. They'll want to hold back enough that could take out Carnage Tyrant if we do ever swing. But also we could draw Ghalta and because we held things back, we easily have enough to play it. It's not Ghalta, but it is another body. Hey, you know what? I'm going to go Boseiju instead. Don't really care if they get another land. We have enough lands. And Boseiju takes out the main thing. Back to nature would be a little bit of a waste, only taking out the Fires of Invention. If at some point they do get more than one enchantment out, back to nature makes a little bit more sense. It's a standoff. Sunwing, I like. Very good stuff. So we can attack hopefully freely in the air. Start chipping away at least a little bit. Aha. It's not the worst thing in the world. We could get it back. Ooh, Regisaur though. I like it. You know what, I got plenty of blockers. I'm going to test the waters with Marauding. It would kill anything that blocks it. Let's get some of their stuff off the board. I mean, that's not a problem, we'll just replay it. Interesting. Very interesting turn of events here. Okay, that is good. I think we gotta do it. We gotta get Kinjalli's back, even if they have something else. Oh, we don't need Jetmirs. Oh, and we got a creature we can play exactly enough. Okay, this is looking alright. Any creature they play, they're still completely open. One. Oh my. Whew. Can we do it? They got to sweep us this turn. It's the only way they win. Kenrith, I guess. Oh, he's tapped. Okay, we got him. Yes, thank you, Kinjalli Sunwing. Thank you, patience. Yes, yes. Very good, Misty. I'm quite excited about that, hitting creatures and planeswalkers. Like you say, that is lovely stuff. Big time. Taking out Liliana of the Veil and the other small creatures from Rakdos mid-range. A lot of stuff at 3, but also hitting her is going to be very satisfying. Oh, we're all excited for Brotherhood's End. I think a lot of people are. We don't really see artifacts. Of course, we're going to start seeing artifacts, Misty. with all of them in that set. Maybe it's going to highlight and bring some super artifact strategy to light. I'm going to keep this. That looks good. 5 lands, Regisaur, Commune. Hopefully get something good. Oh, I think so. I think so. I could see myself main decking maybe one Brother's End. Hopefully I open one, that is. And you can see right here, the Commune that grabbed Topiary, it's already revealed. We're not giving them even more information. Reveal a thing that's already been seen. 0 drawback from Thunderherd there. A foil copy at pre-release. Ooh, yes. Absolutely. Lots of exciting things coming up. Of course, Jetmir's, we were going to be going Topiary Stomper anyways. Hopefully good old Regisaur next turn, and hopefully no Fires of Invention. They will be able to do it either with the treasure token from the Goblin or a land that they play. Digging for lands, perhaps. Discarding 2 good heavy hitters. We'll have to see how things change. But yeah, definitely Anger's Exile. Very, very good. Luckily, still haven't seen Fires, which Karuga might drop next turn. Hopefully that's not the case. Hopefully Ghalta will help us get things done. Hope there's no Supreme Verdict. We're going to try our best here. I feel if they brought Karuga into their hand, it means they're setting up to go Karuga at some point. Hard to say. Hard to say. I think it's going to happen at some point. This is the direction. I've heard a lot of people say that they want to take Magic the Gathering. The cost to produce sets, if it's only digital, of course, is infinitely lower than having it in paper. You just code the stuff, you send it out there, and that's it. Really. But it'll get bigger, better. Definitely. Boseiju next turn, take out Leyline Binding. Cast Ghalta. We're off to the races. This is beautiful. I want 2 Boseijus, I think. Or, well, I have one in the sideboard. I think they're all but done for here. Wow. Now that is good. Reflection has to block for them to live. Yeah, I think it's not. Nah. It's not good. They should just release some of the things that they have coded. Expand the formats. It's going to happen at some point, definitely not fast enough for most of us. Did we do it though? Omnath, oh. Fabled Passage. Take it enough for Supreme Verdict, or hopefully not Supreme Verdict, or Leyline Binding. I'll grab something with a source of white if they do have a Leyline. Well, actually, Omnath is going to give them a source of white with its ability. I think it won't take nearly as long as we think. It's taken a while for Magic to get up to speed arena-wise, figure out the kinks. For so long it was only paper, so maybe there is a steeper learning curve than there needed to be. Definitely a completely different economy than just buying singles out at your local game store. Yeah, overall, it's going to be good. I get to play against real people whenever. Certainly much more accessible, I would say. Ooh, double Bone Crusher. We get... that's not a body. 4 of maximum aggression. Let's go. Bad things could happen if we didn't. Oh, Stone Brain. I might use a couple copies of Stone Brain, actually. Bunch of things have to block Ghalta. Kruga plus the Goblin plus something else. Everything has to block something, I feel. Man, I really would have loved Embercleave at this moment. That would have been cool. Slapping it on the queen. That would be mean. 12, yeah, we still take everything. 2, oh boy. Oh yes, Victor, absolutely. That definitely felt like the right play 100%, even though we lost Ghalta. Oh, let's go Jetmir's Garden, grab a body. Grab a body, you can do it. That's not a body, but that is pretty decent. I'll attack with Regisaur, see if they want to trade with Omnath. I think the token might have gotten through, but maybe not. They might have taken the chance to go to 2, still do nasty things. Kenrith, not so good though. Not so completely winning. 20 lands and still, you know, we get a bunch out, even with such a low count. That's going to get out of control real quick, unfortunately. Maybe Kinjalli's will slow him down. Doesn't slow down the life gain though. It is definitely going to cause us a headache. They're just going to dump everything into it, gaining a ton of life, If we can't take out Kenrith soon, yikes. At least we can take out Fable of the Mirror Breaker pretty nicely. And then he just gets bigger and bigger. I'll see what we draw, but still, oh, Thunderherd Migration, nuts. I'm crying. Maybe over, yeah. There's nothing to grab. Nah, I'll wait one more turn. We'll see. We'll see. See if they drop another enchantment or something. Maybe could have used it to stop him from discarding cards with Fable there. We're all going to gain Trample and Haste, unfortunately. 6-2... at 8. Five plus 8, 13. Not quite dead if we took it all. They throw enough counters on whoever that they'd kill whoever we blocked, and the trample would go through. So yeah, it looks like a bunch of life. Man, that Cindermaw Dino from Brothers War. Brothers War. I'm excited for it. 4-3, trample, players can't gain life. That is good. And it also turns off Omnath there. Yeah, that's going to do it. I'm not sure how to get them. No. Hard to say. Sometimes how to acquire things like that, they don't give a really clear thing. Usually it's just a little line in some arena announcement that they make. It gets missed by a lot of people if you're searching for this specific alternate art, this sleeve, whatever it is. I think they'll hopefully make it a little bit more clear. There's definitely a lot of cool art and things that are coming out this week. Tuesday, I'm pretty sure. Usually it's been Thursday, but I think they've moved up the release of sets now. Maybe this is just the only one, a fluke case perhaps. Hard to say, but that was fantastic overall tonight. Back to Nature did give us a chance, and we did beat them down quite fantastically. Powers of Invention, we can bring the pain, but sometimes, even with 20 lands, even though it's crazy, sometimes that is all you see. Either Thunderherd Migration or just another land. But at least I did prove, I think, a little tick in the box of 20 land Dino. Is it good? Is it not? It's pretty decent. Got the job done tonight. Often enough, I would say. Alright, hopefully you guys have a good night, morning, evening, whenever it is, if you're watching right now or later on. Definitely. Don't forget to take a bite out of that like button. Peace. Have a good one. Remember, there's always room for improvement.